What's up, everybody? Courtney Morse, Natural Wellness Physiotherapy, coming at you today, CrossFit Old 81. Going to continue our series talking about kind of some soft tissue work that you can do. Last week we talked about those knots in our shoulder blades and some different ways that we can work those out. We're going to use some of the same techniques for some of the stuff in our hip. We get a lot of tightness in our hip. Again, it comes back to postural stuff. We're sitting too much. We're not activating our glutes. No one's ever been accused of having overactive glutes, as from what I've heard. So we're going to use that ball, and again, we've got lots of options here, okay? You get this little thing, usually at some point in your life, everybody's got one of these in their house. Again, dollar store, racquetball, tennis ball, lacrosse ball. You kind of pick your poison on the density there, but start with maybe the more forgiving one if it's really tender. And you're going to kind of do this smash and floss technique. So you're going to find that spot, and you're looking for a lot of times that piriformis muscle, and it's the one that goes right on top of that sciatic nerve. A lot of times if you hear people that have the sciatica, sometimes it's this pain that travels down the outside part of their leg or the back of their leg. It's really coming from a knot in that piriformis or in that glute muscle, and it can be worked out a little bit on its own. So grab the ball, find the spot in there that's kind of the most tender. You park on it for a little while, and then you're going to kind of floss back and forth or side to side on this thing, working it, and then hang out there for a couple of minutes. You're looking at about 2 minutes or so when you're on here. And again, when it starts to relieve, you get a little bit of relief, or it feels a little bit better. You kind of move around and you find another spot, but don't be passive on there. Kind of be working it through there. These are three-dimensional tissues, right? So you got to get on each side of it, up and down. And to a certain degree, the more miserable, the better, but you don't want to kind of overwork that thing, right? And then follow it up with a nice stretch, cross this thing over, do whichever kind of pigeon pose or whatever it is to kind of help stretch that tissue out. So if you have any questions, comment below. Any other kind of piriformis or sciatica stuff, if it feels a little sketchy, contact me and let me know. Courtney Morse, Natural Wellness Physiotherapy. Until next time. Boop. Okay. Next.